Welcome to Bryce's Music Showcase. I'm Bryce Cisneros and welcome back to another video. And in this one, I'm doing another contest entry, and this time it's for the YouTube channel known as Sam St. John, which I have right behind me. So I would say Sam is a very prominent figure in the VC. He is currently sitting at 786 subscribers, so let's see if we can get him up there to 1,000. So that would be great for him. So for this contest, what Sam wants us to do is pick out 5 albums from our collections, and these albums might surprise some newcomers that happen to stumble upon your channel. Now, if you've been following this channel already, then you probably already know I am very open with the music I talk about, regardless on the genre or singer or whoever it is. I'm usually pretty open about that, but I'd say of the 5 I have, I guess they might surprise newcomers. So without further ado, I'm just going to go right into it. So the first one I have is by a Japanese singer, and I've talked about her multiple times in recent times because she is my new musical obsession. Before it was Kate Bush, now it's this person. So this singer is called Maria Takeuchi, and this is her album Variety, came out in 1984. I mean, I have like, what, 8 of her albums already? So this is, I can't remember which number this was, but obviously this was 84, like I just said, and this is, I would say this one's probably my favorite. Just a great pop music in general, and some great vocals. Even though like 90% of the album is in Japanese, to me it doesn't really matter because I just love the sound of her voice. And she does sing English on a couple songs on this one, and even her English singing is really good. It's just so many great hooks and great melodies throughout, and yeah, it's just a really good. So if you love like 80s pop music but with Japanese vocals, then this is a great one to get into. I mean, just love this one. So that's the first one I'm going to show. Second one, let's go to some Britney Spears. So yeah, the reason why I started getting some Britney Spears is basically, well, mainly it was because of that whole court thing she did, trying to break away from her father, from controlling her life basically. And because of all that was going on, of course Britney Spears was in the news a lot. And I don't know, I kind of got a little nostalgic because, you know, I know a little bit of Britney Spears growing up. So I decided to give this album a go blindly, and I honestly thought it was actually kind of nice. I mean, it's very of the time. I mean, this came out in 1999, the same year I was born, so I am the same age as this album, about 20, I'm 23 now, I'm going to be 24 this year, so somewhere around that. But yeah, it's basically music of the time, but again, I have a little bit of nostalgic for it. Here's another artist I'm kind of nostalgic for because this is another big artist when I was growing up around middle school. Katy Perry. Yeah, Katy Perry, you know, probably the most, probably not the most, but you know, there are people that love her, some people that absolutely hate her. I used to be a hater, but I've kind of come full circle, and now I'm kind of like, you know, it's not the most thought-provoking music, but it's music that, you know, I just enjoy nowadays because the hits are very catchy, like Roar. What else was the hit? Like Dark Horse. I think Dark Horse was the song that kind of brought me back because I forgot how much I actually enjoyed that song. But some other songs on here like Legendary Lovers, Unconditionally, Ghost is a pretty good deep cut here. But yeah, she's probably my biggest guilty pleasure artist, but again, I'm not that shy from admitting that. Fourth one. So definitely completely left field from the ones I've been talking about. So this is like the exact opposite of the music I've just been talking about. So let's go for some black metal. We have Darkthrone with their second album, A Blaze in the Northern Sky. And this is when they really started to go more in that black metal route. So their first album was mainly a death metal album, but here they're going full black metal. And yep, it's black metal. So if you know what that sounds like, you might have an idea what this album is. And I did a video about why I actually do like black metal, and that video didn't do that well, but you know, it was kind of a interesting topic, you know. But yeah, it's harsh. It's the vocals are like so cold. So yeah, I can't really describe it. I mean, it's one of those genres where you're either gonna enjoy it or you're not gonna get it at all. It took me years to finally get used to the sound. So yeah, here I am now. So yeah, I do like a little bit of black metal. Another reason why I do like black metal, I do think the history of it's very fascinating. So I guess kind of wanted to tap into that genre a bit. But yeah, definitely not a genre for everybody. Obviously, when you look at me, you probably don't even think I'm a black metal fan, but here you are. All right, and then the last one I'm going to show. This is an album where I can guarantee it's going to shock some people because I have it. Not because it's good, not because I think it's good, but because this album is terrible. So, last one, Summer in Paradise by the Beach Boys. I've talked about this album numerous times. Yeah, the reason why I have it was solely because of how almost laughably terrible it is. This is the same band who made Pet Sounds, Sunflower, I mean Holland, I mean all the great surf rock tunes, and now in 1992 they put out this. And you're probably when you first hear it, you're like, what the heck happened? But yeah, so many songs in here that are just so terrible. Like there's so many covers in here as well. And of course you have Mike Love rapping on the third song, which is just like so cringe. But it's just so weird and fascinating about the history of it. I mean, this is basically Mike Love's Pet Sounds. That's like the perfect analogy for this. So yeah, and I've also done like a YouTube short that I've said this is probably the most interesting packaging I have in the collection. So you open it up this way. So there's the disc in there. And you just close it up like normal. And I gotta love the album cover too, with that very, almost looks like you would see this in a nature magazine for kids. It's just oh, hold on a sec. I thought I fixed that. I'm leaving this in. Don't you just love when your computer falls asleep at the most inconvenient times? But regardless. Anyway, yep, I have it. Not because I like it, just so I can make fun of it in videos, basically. That's the main reason why I got this. So, there you have it. Alright, that is 5 albums that would shock any newcomers to the channel. So again, if you have not done already, please go ahead and check out Sam St. John's channel. Make sure you subscribe to him if you haven't already. So Sam, hopefully if you enjoyed this little entry, and good luck with your contest. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care and goodbye for now.